What's up guys, I hope you're well. I'm Jack. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a dreamy look like this in your images using just one tool in Lightroom. You might have seen so many times in social media images that looks dreamy and has a soft touch to it, and might have wondered how does a photographer achieve this result in their pictures. It is a technique called the autumn effect, and it is one of the most famous post-processing methods so far. Photographers add a glow in their images that makes it look dreamy. It also helps the photographers to guide the viewer's eye to certain places in their images. I personally have used this technique so many times in my images, as you can see in these examples right here, and it's also one of my favorite ways to feature light in my pictures. There are multiple ways and tools that you can use to achieve the same effect, but today we are going to see how you can use Lightroom to get the same result. So this is the image that I've chosen for today's tutorial, and I've already done my initial editing right here. If you would like to learn how I edit my images, I have another video showing step-by-step editing process in Lightroom. I have posted the link to that video in the description box below, and also in the end of this video for you to check out later. So after I've done my initial editing, this is where I will apply the autumn effect. So for that, the first thing that I have to do is select the radial filter tool right here, and I will draw a circle or an ellipse in this case to the area where I wanted the effect to be added. And the next step I would do is notice which angle the shadow is falling in the image. In this case, it's falling in a slight angle, as you can see right here, and I will apply the same angle in the ellipse so that it looks natural, and this is the place where I'm going to add the effect, and it'll look like the light I'm going to add in my image is matching the shadow angle in the image itself. And once I do that, the next thing I would do is click invert tool right here. So what this does is any change that we are going to do in the image will be applied only inside the circle and will not affect anything outside the circle area. So once I did that, I will reduce the clarity of this area like this drastically. So if you already notice, it has added some dreamy nature to the image, and I will add some haze. So this adds more light to that area. So something like this. And immediately what happens is that it adds more light in the shadow areas as well. I don't want that to happen in my image. So what I will do is just reduce the shadow details right here to something about this much is good, and I will increase the highlight details a little bit more like that. It has added nice light in my image. It made it look dreamy, but it is missing colors in the clouds. If I notice, the light right here is more of an yellowish orange in the highlight area, and this is the same color that I wanted to be added in the radial filter area as well. So I will just increase the temperature to something like this. That is good. So it has already made it look like there is some strong sunlight coming from that angle. And also to match the color, I will also adjust it something like this, so that will kind of match the color in the highlight area in the floor. So that's good enough. And next thing I want to do is still the radial filter is affecting the shadow areas right here. If you notice, this is the indoor side of the building, and I don't want the effect to be affected there. So what I will do is click on the range filter mask right here and select luminance. And what this bar does is you can choose where the filter, where the effect should be applied. Should it affect the shadows, or should it affect the highlights, or both? So by dragging the slider right here, you will notice that it is we have taken out the effect from the shadow areas. If I drag it from the other side, you will see that it has taken out all the details from the highlight areas, but only affecting the shadows. But for this scenario, we want the effect to be affecting only the highlight area and not so much in the shadows. So I will choose something like this. So that's good enough, and done. So yeah, this is it. And if I wanted to add some sharpness in that area, I will just come down here. I will apply some sharpness to the overall image so that it still looks crisp. So that's about it. And I will take this image to Photoshop just to clean out this area right here, this white patches right here. And yeah, this is the effect that I wanted. Let's compare the before and after. So this is the image that I started working on, and this is the result that I have achieved after applying this autumn effect. Doesn't it look amazing? Like, it looks dreamy, it's favoring the scene, and it helps me to feature the main subject, which is the building, in the image, and also your eye will immediately notice the light on the right side area of the image. So this is the quick tool that you can use in your images to make your picture look dreamy. You can also apply it in your portraits or landscapes. It will make your picture more dynamic and punchy and dreamy with soft light. It's a great tool. I have used it all the time in my images, as I mentioned to you before. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment and share if you like the tutorial, and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos like this. And if you are using this technique, just tag me on Instagram at susonsjack, and I will definitely check out your version and give you feedback about how you can improve, or I will give a shout out in my stories. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.